Hi friends, so here you have another recipe direct from the Caribbean. Today I'm making one of my personal favorite Caribbean rice and beans with jerk chicken. To begin with, I'm going to show you how to prepare the jerk marination. We will marinate the chicken first and then keep it for resting and then move to the rice. So to begin with, I will take one small onion. Depending on the size of the chicken and the quantity of the marination, you can always increase or decrease if you want. Few cloves of garlic, an inch ginger, some spring onion or scallion, as you can see. So this will be the base of the marinades. Also, you can see a couple of red chilies for some heat. Post which I'm going to use the spices. So I'm going to use allspice, 1 tablespoon. If you don't have allspice at home, you can always use garam masala also. That also works fine. Then I have a powder made of roasted jeera or cumin and clove. So clove and cumin powder. Then I will 1 spoon of fresh or dried thyme. Fresh, always good. Half a spoon of cinnamon powder. And very little nutmeg powder. Then I have a smoked paprika, which will give you a very good color and a smokiness to the whole dish. If you don't have smoked paprika, please use Kashmiri chili powder or any other chili powder. Then a tablespoon of onion powder. One tablespoon of garlic powder. Some black pepper. Salt, of course. I will add a little bit of refined oil here. You can use any other oil, olive oil or anything. So what will happen, this oil will bring all the raw and dry ingredients together and help you get a fine paste. Though we don't want a fine paste, but we will get the right consistency. I'm going to use a little bit of soy sauce to get a dark charred color on my chicken. Very little. To balance the heat of the chilies, depending on how many chilies we have used, I'm also adding some honey. You can use some brown sugar, that will also help you to get some charred color on the chicken. As I said, you can use any other herbs if you want. If you want to add some coriander root, that will also help you build some more flavor. So what we do now, we are going to make a paste of this and then marinate the chicken. So here is the paste. As you can see the consistency also. So I've added generous amount of oil while blending. Don't use any water. If you think you need some more oil, you can always use. As you can see, it's not very fine but coarse, so it will help you marinate the chicken properly. I hope you can see the right consistency. You have the oil to marinate the chicken and bring all the flavors together. So next, let's marinate the chicken and keep it aside for at least half an hour to 1 hour to get the best out of it.
Longer the better.
The longer the better, but you can always do it for overnight also. You can marinate and keep it overnight in the fridge. Nothing like it. So let me marinate the chicken. As you can see, I'm using chicken leg. You can use any other meat. You can do chicken breast. You can add pork loin. Pork loin works really well. You can always try beef as well. There's no boundaries to it. Let me marinate the chicken. As you can see, nice paste. Make sure you cut the chicken so marinade penetrates inside. Marinate it nicely. I think I'm going to use my hand at this stage. Rub them nicely. So you have all the flavors there. You make sure you check your marinade before adding to the chicken. If you feel if you need more heat, you can use more black pepper, more red chilies or green chilies. Balance your seasoning, salt. So this is the right time before you marinate your chicken. Ensure you do that. I would require a little bit more marinade. And there you go. This is already looking nice and smelling heavenly. So now I'm going to keep it inside the refrigerator for at least 1 hour and then cook it in the oven. You can char it in the grill, in a charcoal grill maybe, in the tandoor. So I'm going to use an oven to cook this on a very low temperature so it cooks properly. Now moving on to the rice, I have soaked about half a kilo basmati rice for around half an hour. You can use any other rice. To begin with, I'm using some olive oil. To make this rice and beans, obviously two most important ingredients are rice and beans. So I'm using red kidney beans or rajma, which was soaked overnight and then boiled in a pressure cooker. 4 to 5 whistles should be good. While you cook the rajma in the pressure cooker, make sure you don't throw out that water. That's a very flavorful stock which I'm going to use for the rice. So never throw that. You will get some color, you will get some, most importantly, the flavors. So let's begin with sweating the onion. So I have taken one and a half a size of chopped onion, which I'm going to add there. Just going to slowly sweat the onion. At this stage, I'm also going to add the chopped garlic to it. Finally chopped or minced garlic. So as you can see, the onion and garlic have started to turn brown or translucent at this stage. Here I'm going to add some thyme, a little bit of thyme. What I have also done is I have preserved some of the marination since we are going to serve the rice and chicken together. So there'll be a little bit of similarities in flavor. So a little bit of marination goes into that as well. Let me just cook the marination for a couple of minutes since all the ingredients are raw there. Onion, garlic. Let me just cook it for a couple of minutes. I can already smell the aroma of the marination. The onion, garlic, the scallions, everything is coming together. Once the oil starts separating, which means my marination and rest of the ingredients are almost cooked. At this stage, I'm going to add the boiled rajma or the red kidney bean. Cook everything together. At this point, some salt. I'd like to add a little bit of garlic powder as well. Some onion powder, not too much. Small tablespoon. 1 spoon of each. So the beans, the garlic, onion, everything is cooked properly now. So at this stage, without cooking the beans further, because I don't want the beans to break apart or don't want to mash them, At this stage, I'm going to add the Rajma water or the red bean stock water. If you need more water later, you can always add, but I've used all the stock water from the red bean. I may need more water post adding the rice. So I will allow this to boil now and then add the soaked rice. So now I'm going to add the soaked rice, reduce the flame. Once you have added everything to the pot, sufficient water or stock, at this stage you taste your salt, pepper, whatever you need. So now I'm going to cover the rice and cook on low flame 10 to 12 minutes. So the chicken has been on marination for almost 2 hours now. What I'm going to do, place in the oven, close this. I'm using a preheated oven, convection 180. I'm going to cook the chicken in 180 degrees for 30 minutes. So the rice is ready by now. Let me just open and see. So as you can see, the rice was already ready and also the chicken. So I'm just going to quickly serve it. Some cucumber slices and there's the chicken. You can see nicely cooked, nice burnt color on the skin. A lemon and sprinkle some scallions on top. Bit of the marination or the sauce go along so you don't feel very dry. So there you go, my way Caribbean rice and beans with jerk chicken. Enjoy.